stay close to God's Word. Get plugged into a church wherever you're going. Get plugged into a church that really cares for kids that are in college. There's a lot of them in these cities. Also, find friends that are Christians. My best advice, though, is to keep your morals high. Remember what you've been taught. Remember where you came from, and don't change who you are for this world.
That be safe and don't get hurt. Because I want her to be able to come back to see us and not be in some hospital. Learn that from my dad. Don't blame me.
I know that you're all still single, and so I wanted to offer some advice as you're looking for a spouse for the rest of your life. If you wouldn't mind listening to me, some wisdom that I picked up along the way. It's not necessarily mine, but I'm going to share it with you, okay? Some facts. You don't pick who you fall in love with. You don't get to choose. It just happens. And it's number 2 is kind of like that. And this came from my 9th grade Sunday school teacher. You marry from the group that you run with. So people you hang around with are the people that you're going to date, the people that you're going to marry. So this is the wisdom. When you consider dating a person, ask yourself, is this person someone that I would consider marrying? Not asking you whether they be fun, whether they would be safe. Is this person I want to spend the rest of my life with? Because, fact number 1, you don't pick who you fall in love with. Okay. So like from the Indiana Jones movie, and I'm a big fan of Indiana Jones, choose wisely. And I know that each of you has a personal relationship with Jesus Christ because you each were baptized in this congregation. Again, I'm proud of you for that. Look for someone that's like-minded, someone who also believes in Jesus Christ and wants to worship Him and be faithful to Him the rest of their life. Missionary dating someone who's not a Christian and thinking that you're going to fix them, rarely works. It's more likely that it's going to pull you down than that you're going to pull him up. It's a great intent, but it just doesn't work usually, okay? I've seen it work, but too many times the other happens. Remember, you don't pick who you fall in love with.
To not be rude and be kind to everyone. Because some people, if you be rude, then they'll get really mad at you. Because if you be rude to some people, they may be rude back, and all you just want to do is have my friends.
I don't know that I need to give you any advice. I mean, you've made it through 2020. All the things that's going on in 2020. But my advice is to never lose sight of what your goal is. And you need to set a goal, a long-range goal, and you need to set more closer, like maybe a week goals, but you need to have a long-range goal. I have a verse here that in Colossians 3:24 and 25, it says, "It is the Lord Christ you serve." And that's what you need to remember long term. Christ will never go away. He's always there. You need to come to Him if you get off course. You need to stay on course with Him.
Hey, it's gonna be okay. Think that it's just like you're graduating from high school, but you're on a bigger field. watching screens all day was bad for my eyes. Yeah.
I wish I knew how fast time goes. When you're young, you don't realize how fast time goes and how little time you may have with a family member or one of your siblings or maybe just your friends. Once you graduate, you'll look back and think this was the best time of my life when I was in high school, or I think that's the way I look back too. But I just think that it's so important to take time for your family and your friends. Don't lose that. And remember all you've been taught. I'm saying that again, but remember where you came from. Keep close to Jesus.
That she was older than me. I thought I was older than her. How to read.
The main thing, I became a Christian later in life. Later in my 20s when I was off in school. And I learned then, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have problems. Just because you're a Christian doesn't mean that you're not going to have problems. And people are going to try to lead you astray. You just need to remember again to stay the course and remember that Christ is always there for you.
That I'm his favorite sister. I wish I could be there for all the memories and stories that they had when I wasn't alive.
And don't let the world dictate who you are. You be the one that does that. You be the one through Jesus who does that. You're special. You're special to God, special to this church, and I want you to remember that. But don't go to college and think that it's all fun and games.
She just did not go be bad and stuff, get people in car wrecks and do stuff bad, she's not supposed to do, or not shoot any people or anything, because that'd be very bad for me.
Well, don't go wild like I did when I started off in college. If I hadn't have met Judy when I did, I would have flunked out of college. I'd have been in the oil fields, which there's nothing wrong with the oil fields. I met many good guys that I worked with during summers, and I would have been happy to have gone ahead and just been in the oil field. But that's not what God had in store for me. And I felt the calling to become a teacher. You should not get away from Christ. Remember that God has a spouse. If you're looking for a spouse, God has one for you. And make sure that if that's what you want to do, if you want to get married and have kids or whatever, and raise a family, make sure that you let Christ help you with that choice. And because we can make so many bad mistakes on our own, we always need God to advise us. And I would just say, don't get away from your upbringing and don't get away from your God.
Get a tattoo. Mine would not be rude to anyone. Don't be rude. Because if you be rude, then people can hurt you sometimes. And it could hurt you if you get a tattoo.
I shouldn't be on my phone all day.
Toy, a bumblebee. It's the robot from Transformers Rescue Bot.
Well, take everything you've been taught. Take everything, the experiences that you've had here at church, experiences you had with your friends, your family. Take those good memories with you. Take the things you've been taught, the all the good things. There's a verse that I can't think of right now. Whatever's good, whatever's noble, think on these things, and that's what you should take with you. Think on the good things, and when time gets hard, you've got those tucked away, and that will pull you through the love and support that you have.
It should probably be her hedgehogs and 4 of her chickens. Because she wants to take 4 of them with her already. And then leave the rest with us. Yay. Socks and stuff, and clothes for her to wear. Her toothbrush, so she can brush her teeth every day. She should take one of her lemurs in case she gets scared. She can just snuggle up to it. That helps me a lot. I get that every day. I get scared.
Well, just take with you, you have lots of friends, and you're going to meet lots more friends at school or in a job, if that's what you're going to do. Whatever your endeavors are going to be after you leave Monahans, or maybe you don't leave Monahans, maybe you stay in Monahans. But remember that you have lots of people that you're going to run into that will become friends, and some of them close, some of them just acquaintances, but keep those close to you and make sure that you're not running around with someone that's going to lead you astray.
Our love and our trust. I think it should be their memories so they know, like when they're older, that they still have, they're not alone, they can still have more people with them.
With this new freedom that you have as you go off to college or on your own, don't use it to leave Christ. Take Christ with you wherever you go. He wants to be with you, and He wants to be part of your life, okay?
A pillow, because if they don't have any pillows, I'm gonna have my emergency pillow so that I can have a comfortable place.
Hi, Brittany, Bud, and Matt. Congratulations on your accomplishment. And I just want to let you know that I enjoyed having you in Hallelujah Kids, and I'm proud of you.
All of you have done real well in high school, and I just congratulate you in everything that you've done. I mean, there's sports, there's music, there's academics. All of you have done real well this year.
I'm so proud of y'all. Congratulations. Congratulations to all seniors, and good luck on your next journey. Congratulations all senior, and good luck on your next chapter of your life. Love you, buddy.